Well, this is the same procedure as as you said, Dan, is every international break. Paul Pogba will do that. I think Paul Pogba, although he is talking a lot of, he's not very loyal, is he? I mean, we can't give him that. But I think he makes a vital point that when you see Manchester United play football, and it's been like that for some time, you're not sure how they want to play. And I think that is hard for a player. Paul Pogba should do a lot better than he has done. But I think that he is, although he's maybe the most, well, together with Cristiano Ronaldo, the player we do know with the highest profile, world champion and everything, he's still a player depending on having a role. He has to play a role, and he hasn't been given that. Not under Ole Gunnar, he was doing different positions. Same under Rangnick now, and sometimes you don't see him out there. I think that he needs a defined role, and then you get the best out of Paul Pogba, and they managed to do that with France. That he, in every international break, do the same interviews. I just wonder, is that with the same journalist? Is it a friend of his? I mean, and do the French like that he says the same thing all the time? Does he have to do that? That is, but I think that is back also to the thing that you have a lack of qualities, because you'll have a sporting director, you have a head of sport that has to tell players that. And sometimes Paul Pogba is like a bit like this spoiled child who should be told off, I think. And I don't see Ole doing that, and I don't see Rangnick doing that.
Is he looking for a free pass? Not my fault. Because that's all it is. Not my fault.
Right.
Doesn't play him in the right place. Boo-hoo. You know, regardless, if there's one thing you can give him, okay, he doesn't play in the position that maybe suits him or he wants to. But after that, go and give every single thing you've got. That's all you've got to do. All you have to do is try hard and give your lot and give your best performance. And quite frankly, when you look at Pogba in games where he has disappeared, is he bothered?
Right.
He's not bothered. And for somebody of his supposed stature in the game to try and pass all the responsibility onto Manchester United, I think is rotten. There have been players at Man United when things haven't been going well who would die for the club. People like Brian Robson years ago who played in teams that didn't win an awful lot. But I'll tell you what, you noticed them. I mean, there are loads of people that have played for big clubs who haven't quite got what they wanted to. Steven Gerrard never won a Premier League with Liverpool. What did he do? He accepted that he had to take responsibility for his job, and he wanted everybody else to do the same. And if they did that, then, and it didn't work out, you can accept it. And every single fan will accept it as well. You don't hear people screaming at Liverpool players and booing them off the park. They try to encourage them because maybe they weren't the best team, but they gave every single thing every single time. And that is one thing you can point to Pogba and say, you didn't do that. And as a professional, that's wow, that's a disgrace.
His contract's up at the end of the season. Where's he going to go, Mark?
I don't think he knows yet. I think he'd like to go to Real Madrid, but I don't think they're particularly in the market right now. They've got bigger issues with Mbappe and maybe Haaland to do. So, you know, we might get to this ridiculous situation where the season ends and Pogba's contract expires and he has nowhere to go and he stays at Man United. And it's an unlikely prospect, but if he has nowhere to go and the new manager thinks he's worth keeping, Pogba could stay at Man United, which I don't think that would be a good thing for United. I think it's time for him to go. I think if he's as good a player as he thinks he is, and people think he is, that those issues he addressed, he would have made himself the first name on the team sheet by playing as well as he thinks he can play. He should be the guy that the team is built around. He hasn't done that. So, but yeah, you know, he's going to want big wages, maybe £400,000, £500,000 a week, and there's not many clubs that will pay that. Real Madrid might not, Barcelona maybe. All the clubs that he might want to go to are looking at Pogba thinking, you don't do it often enough, which was why Man United might end up keeping him, because that's the sort of thing they'll do, because they're going to struggle to find players this summer. And if the best signing they can make in their eyes is to keep Paul Pogba, they'll do it, which is an indictment of where Man United are right now, that they might end up keeping it.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.